Welcome to day 3 of my working on Vibe coding Zoom Player a remote control. Okay, this will be available for both Windows and Android. And let's begin. So, this is the remote control, and I'm showing it under Windows, but it will look nearly identical on Android, covering, of course, the entire screen. And let's begin. This is the current layout. If you hold a button for 3 seconds on Android, it will show you what each button does. On Windows, you can just hover with the mouse. And basically, let's start with the settings. You can create unlimited number of connection profiles to control as many instances of Zoom Player as you may want. And let's edit it. As you can see, you can give each connection profile a name, specify an IP address and the port as specified, as you specify in Zoom Player. This is, of course, the default port. And you can add as many profiles as you like. And remember to click save if you want to save the updates, or cancel if you don't. And then you have a few settings. This is only for Android, and this prevents the screen from turning off automatically. Then you have the options to show button section titles. So if I go back, you can see now that each button section is titled. And you can later change that, and you can also show a background, which will really space things out. You can see that I've added some spacing here. That's invisible usually. Okay, so I don't want this. You can enable a debug window here, where you can type raw commands for Zoom Player and see the connection of what Zoom Player is sending back. And let's continue with the layout. You can basically edit everything, so it works in rows. So this is one row, this is second row, third row, there's a space row here, and another, and another, and another, one more space, another row, another, and finally the last row. And if you go to the layout editor, you can see them. And here you can drag to change the order. You can configure. You can choose vertical spacing, the size of the buttons, and even the background color. And you can do this individually for each row. And you can edit the row, the section. And here you have the section name. Here you have the available Zoom Player functions. And here you have the active button, which you can click to show and click again to hide. And you have 3 different types of Zoom Player functions. You have standard functions, you have extended functions. These are the functions that receive a value parameter, like stick to a specific position or set a specific volume. And you have navigation, which are used to navigate Zoom Player, and they also have functions associated with them in Zoom Player. Okay, so I can filter by description. For example, I can type sick, and then it will only show me sick actions. And since this is an extended function, I can say press sick ahead and type a number, let's say 7 seconds. And then I have a new button that's 7 seconds ahead, and I can move it to the position I want within the button. I can remove this button, and I can change its background color, which is currently the default, but I can easily change it to one of the other colors, for example, this color. And I can also add spacer buttons, which I can use to create space. Okay, you saw crash. This is still a beta version, but you get the idea. Okay, let's just close this. Still shows it? Yeah. I'll fix it in a second. Okay, so this is the button layout. Misbehaving now. Yeah. Okay, let me just reset it quickly. Here we go. Okay, so other things you can do. You can, of course, connect. So you can see whatever is playing. You can sync to wherever you want to sync just by clicking or tapping. You can control the playlist. Right now, there's only one item in the playlist, but you can play, if you have an audio playlist, you can just play whichever track you want, and you can refresh it whenever you want. Double click to play or double tap to play, or select and then hit the play selected button. And finally, we have the virtual mouse. You have to enable this setting specifically in Zoom Player for security reasons, of course. But basically, this area, when clicked, works as a mouse pad, and you can tap it to simulate either left click or double click action. And you can manually use right click or hold the left button in case you want to drag a window. And that's it. I'll hope to have a beta version coming out soon, maybe even directly on the Google Shop, so you can try it on your phone. Have a good day.